Hello and welcome to Flights of Fandom, a very professional show where we create improvised fan fiction using tabletop role-playing games. I'm your game master, David. He, him. I'm a graphic designer, an illustrator, and a game designer. You can check out all of my game stuff over at dbb-8.itch.io. This week, we are continuing Season 2 of Longshot, our ongoing flight in the Star Wars universe. If you missed our previous episodes, you can watch those over on youtube.com/ManaPot Studios. And so head over there if you want to get caught up. We are, in this flight, playing a simplified version of Scum Villainy, the forged-in-the-dark RPG of spaceships and scoundrels. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to the players to introduce themselves, starting with Hopper.
That's me. We may have met before. I'm Hopper. I've had way too much coffee today. I use they, them pronouns, and I can be found in, on, around, and occasionally underneath the interwebs at Fail Deadly. That's with a 3 instead of an E. And I also occasionally put out content that you could use in your tabletop games if you're bold and daring.
Cool. Moving on over to Marcy.
Hey y'all, it's me, Marcy. We've lost Puja just for a second. I just noticed that.
We're off to a rollicking
hope
start.
Everything's okay.
Today.
I'm still here.
Oh,
it's
good.
Just my
That's
video
good.
died.
Oh,
So I'll be back.
well, come on back. In the meantime,
Hello.
I'm
Okay.
Hey, I'm Marcy, aka Experimental Madness. That's what you can find me most places around the internet, except for Twitter, where I am and shall continue to remain the resident cryptid under Marciful. Super excited to be going back into the thick of things. I'm playing the Arcanian offshoot pilot, Proto Sith. I don't know, jury's still out. Zethu Desh.
Cool. And popping down to Wesley.
Hi everyone, I'm Wesley. Any pronoun will do. You can find me around most places on the internet as Horniest Lobster. No reason. Today I am continuing to play Dr. Gom Pilsnerg. Also, Marcy, I just want to say I love how this season has progressed from playing Zethu, Jedi or Sith Zethu. I don't know. We'll see. Proto Sith Zethu. We'll see what the intro
We're
is
just
on
gonna see
Zethu
what
is
happens with the finale, you know? I just want to keep it rolling.
Yeah, we'll see how far you get in your character progression. And finally, video restored, Puja.
Well, I'm Puja. You've seen me around these parts for a while now, so hopefully you know who I am. But if not, you'll find out soon. I play Ahesha Laluar, a Togruta mechanic who is currently manning some guns, cannons, space guns, I don't know. And both of our pronouns are she, her.
Great. So, with that, let's jump in with our opening crawl. And with that, we move up through the stars to see the massive underbelly of an Imperial Star Destroyer, this chalk gray slab against the star field. And then, boom, boom, we see the tiny saucer-shaped freighter with cylindrical engines on either side, zooming along the bottom of this Star Destroyer, trailing flaming smoke. And behind, a squadron of TIE fighters screams into view, firing a barrage of green laser bolts at the Longshot. We move up to the bridge of the Star Destroyer, where we see a pale, sort of angular woman with red hair in gray Imperial captain's uniform. She turns from the viewport, arms behind her back, to the officers over in the data pits on either side of the main walkway of the Star Destroyer bridge, and says, "Specialist, find out where that ship came from. This sector was supposed to be clear." I would like to get a fortune roll from someone here.
I can do it.
I think it's gonna be Marcy, right? You're piloting.
It's my ship.
All right.
Little sheep.
So, give me a fortune roll.
Okay.
I think
Just a single dice.
I think this is a straight fortune roll. Yeah. So just a single die.
2.
Oh boy. So,
Starting off real hot here.
the captain of this Star Destroyer is sort of peering over the side of the walkway at this console, where she's seeing a little sort of rotating wireframe of the Longshot, and she says, "Wait a second. I recognize that ship. That's the freighter from Ord Mantell. The one that got the kid. Capture that ship.
Awesome.
Capture that ship immediately. Get me the TIE fighter leader on the comm. We need that ship brought in, and we need it brought in one piece." And with that, we are out of the window of the Star Destroyer. We're swooping around to the underbelly, where we see the Longshot cruising along with the TIE fighter squadron in hot pursuit. We're gonna zoom in through the front cockpit window for a quick slow-mo snapshot. Zethu, who do we see at the controls of the Longshot?
Oh man, you see right now a supremely stressed out Arcanian offshoot. She's humanoid, she's albino, devoid of color, she's got short, rather ruffled at the moment, silver hair, colorless eyes, no visible pupils that you can see. Currently biting her lips so hard she's drawing a little bit of blood because those teeth have been filed down to sharp points. Hands are just, I would say white-knuckled, but you really couldn't tell on the controls. She's given it everything she's got, if I might cross the streams for just a second there. Yeah, she's doing her best to try to stay out of the main artillery guns of the destroyer, keep to the underbelly, trying to find some weak points to fire some of the forward guns that she has access to on, as well as directing her resident gunners right now on where to take point. Currently, like, doing kind of that thing where, like, instinctively with the parent thing where you've got a kid in, like, the seat next to you that may have their seatbelt off, because she does there is a child in the co-pilot's chair.
Next to you, we see Velkeros, a 10-year-old kid with this mass of dark curly hair, who is currently, I think the reason that you were probably doing this is Vel is currently almost standing on top of the co-pilot's chair as he peers over, like sort of like biting his lower lip and mumbling to himself as he's running calculations, trying to get you back on a recalculated hyperspace trajectory. Unfortunately, for that to work, your hyperdrive needs to work.
Yeah.
And that's not happening right now. But we'll worry about that in a moment. We swoop back through the cockpit. We're moving through the corridors of the Longshot into the main crew area, and we are going to pop up into the top laser turret. Who is in the top laser turret?
I think to be me.
Great.
Yeah.
So who do we see manning the guns in the top laser turret?
I think the camera pans up and then kind of has to shift slightly and then pans down a little bit as you see the soft curly gray fur of an Ewok, this tiny little fuzzy creature that looks kind of like a horribly cute teddy bear, wearing a rust orange hood and kind of exposing. There's a little bit of burn scars and some cuts and bruises, and this little teddy's bear has been through a trash compactor a few times. And this is Cheekra, and they are gleefully like you just hear as basically as they're in this ball turret, just the flash. We had red lasers, right? We shoot red laser beams.
Yeah, I believe we decided that the Longshot has red lasers.
Yes, I mean, nothing to do with its pilot at all.
I've had this ship a long time.
Yeah.
I also stole this ship.
Yeah.
So
almost.
I'm innocent, sir.
Yeah.
Cool. So we see Cheekra face illuminated gleefully by laser fire, and we pop down through the main crew area again into the lower turret, where we see Ahesha. Who do we see here?
Hello. You see, kind of scrunched over into a small space, a very tall, copper-skinned Togruta with blue and white montrals. She is, at this point, you can barely tell because of, I don't know, I guess, I'm pretty sure, like, her knees are, like, up to, like, her chest, kind of, like, the way she's all hunched up behind the gun. But she is wearing,
somebody
like,
who
a
can't
tank
sit
top
properly in a chair? Interesting character choice.
You guys can't see how I'm sitting in my chair currently, too.
For me. You don't know where my legs are right now. They're not on the ground. I'll tell
Secret
you
legs.
that.
They could be anywhere.
we just see Puja's lower half running past the screen.
Some people have cats. I have detachable legs that run on their own. Anyway, but she's wearing a tank top and just general greasy old mechanics overalls. That the top, like the top part is unbuttoned and tied around her waist. And mostly she's trying desperately to shoot at anything that comes in her way. What we missed last time was she had physically grabbed Dr. Gom by the collar and yoinked him out of the seat and told him to go to the engine room and just keep an eye on things in case something might go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was, I think, very notably before the TIE fighters blasted your hyperdrive. So we swoop up from the lower turret back through the crew area, around the side corridor, and into the engine room at the back of the ship. The doors open, and we see this room filled with smoke. There's sparking heavy machinery all over the place, and in the middle is Gom. Gom, who do we see here?
You see an Imperial human, well, ex-Imperial, just by like birth, but don't worry about it. Human who is wearing just kind of like nondescript, just everyday clothes that you could tell at one point in time were like pretty nice when they were brand new, but he obviously hasn't replaced those in the past 10-15 years. He looks about his mid-30s. Well, he looks a little older than he is. He's lived a relatively hard life for someone who's supposed to be a doctor. And for the first time ever in a space encounter, he seems surprisingly relaxed for, some reasons.
Well, let's see if that relaxation pays off. The situation is as follows. Your hyperdrive has been hit by this sortie of TIE fighters launched by the Imperial Star Destroyer that you are currently zooming along the underbelly of. You need to, first of all, continue to avoid those TIE fighters. You need to stay close to this Star Destroyer because otherwise, if you get any further out, you're going to be within the minimum range right now of its gun turrets. They can't actually turn to get a fix on you because you're too close to the ship itself. And if you want to escape and jump to hyperspace, you're going to need to do something to get that hyperdrive working again. You have 2 clocks going. You have a 4-segment clock to escape the Imperials. Currently, 2 segments of that are filled. And you have a 6-segment clock for the Imperials to capture your ship. Currently, there are 3 segments of that filled, as unfortunately, given the initial fortune roll, that filled up 2 segments because the captain of the Star Destroyer recognized that you were the ship from Ord Mantell, and she wants that ship. So, what do you do?
I think Gom in the engine room, just kind of blank expression on his face, staring at this, what he assumes is a broken hyperdrive, is just going to say on the comm, "Hey, I don't think this thing is supposed to be on fire, huh? I got it."
Oh dear. I think in the background you hear Ahesha being like, "What's on fire?"
And I think Gom's gonna, I don't know what Gom's gonna do, but he's gonna try to not break it more. I think fix would be a strong word, but he's gonna go for it. So I do have 0 in rig. However,
Yep.
Okay, so we're at a good start.
Good start.
Oh, man.
However, I can push myself to use my operate skill to do anything. So Gom is going to operate on the hyperdrive and see what happens.
All right. Cool. So start with your operate rating for
All right.
dice. You, of course, can always push yourself and take 2 stress to get another die here.
I have to push myself to use my operate dice. So I can't push myself again.
Okay. So then you also cannot take a dark side bargain then, as you've already chosen to push yourself. You are there's no level disparity here, and that gives you your starting pool. And
Great.
you don't have any harm marked, correct?
Correct. No harm.
Cool.
Thank
However,
goodness.
you are in a desperate situation. So
Absolutely.
we're going to knock a die off for that. And that's your pool. Let's roll them and see what happens.
I'm not nervous at all. That would be a 3, friends.
Oh, well.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, yeah, Gom, what does it look like? How do you work on the hyperdrive?
I think Gom's just gonna reach for the first tool he sees, which we'll just say is some sort of, space wrench. And I think he'll go over to it and look for something loose. And I think he will tighten something loose. But obviously, I don't think that helps at all. I think it, at best, does nothing.
Yeah. So, Gom, you tighten, you tighten this thing on the side, and I think the smoke that is sort of billowing out of the hyperdrive sort of stops for a moment, and you're like, okay, cool.
Nice.
And
nice.
then
All right.
and
Easy.
then this huge gout of sparks fly out from another side of the piece of machinery, and I'm gonna fill a segment for
No.
the Imperials.
That's fair.
after
That's
you
fair.
talk.
Ahesha is going to tell Gom, what did you do? Get back here!
I stopped the smoke, but then more came out, and then he'll hustle back, half hustle back to the
I just
to the
picture
turret.
Gom like running around the Zethu's like taking evasive maneuver.
My ship does not need any more help being set on fire.
Yeah, so
Gom's getting his steps in today, that's for sure.
I think we're gonna have to make this a little worse. And Gom, as you back towards the door of the engine room, a small fire, like one of the fuel lines, has caught from the
God
sparks.
damn it.
And there is now
You know
a
what? It is
small
what it is.
fire burning and starting to spread up this fuel line. What do you do?
Fire?
Jesus. Ahesha will abandon the guns. Because guns are useless if you don't have a flying ship. And she's going to run to the engine room.
Yeah. So, Ahesha, we follow you from the gun turret, charging down the corridor to the engine room, where you come upon this scene of, let's be charitable, utter devastation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sounds
Thank you.
about
Thank you.
right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your charity has not gone unnoticed.
You will be banned from the engine room.
What do you do?
Okay, so I would like to fix it. Or try it. Contain it. Do something.
Okay. What are you doing to that effect?
Yeah, I was just trying to see what I had. Okay, I would like to first put out the fire.
Yeah.
Because that seems like the most
that's a
important
good
thing to
first
do.
step.
But I would like to use my Tinker ability, which
Okay.
says when I work on a clock. I don't know if am I working on a clock if I try to fix this?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so if I work on a clock with rig, which I will be doing, I get to fill +1 segment.
Ooh. Okay.
So I would 100% like to push myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that needs to happen.
Is there is there any like fire extinguishers on board, Zethu? Or I guess Marcy.
No. Do say that in character.
Hey, tap the. Zethu, are there any fire extinguishers on board?
Why would you need one?
It's just a little warm back here. That's all.
Ahesha will point to where the fire extinguisher is and say, "Get it over here now!"
Doc,
Yeah,
did you
there's-
set my ship on fire? Did you set my ship on fire?
No, the Imperials did, and then he'll grab the fire extinguisher. Doc would like to assist Ahesha by helping put out.
Yeah.
fire.
Okay. So I think the way that this goes is, Gom, you grab the fire extinguisher off the wall and start spraying out the fire as Ahesha is just gonna run in and start, putting tools to metal.
Sure. Yeah.
And
I'll clear the path.
yeah, cool. So, Gom, take 1 stress to assist.
That's one to assist. Okay.
And then Ahesha, you have 1.
I took two stresses for pushing myself.
Great.
Right.
So you have 1 additional die from pushing yourself. You have another from Gom's assistance. Levels are even here, and you've already triggered your special abilities. And no harm. And we have resolved the previous desperate situation. So your pool is as it stands.
Okay, great. Well, I rolled and it was glad I had all 4 dice because I rolled a 6-4-1-1.
Okay, so a 6 is gonna do it. Cool.
Thank God.
And that will fill up the 2 segments on your clock to escape the Imperials. So, Ahesha, tell us what this looks like. Back in the engine room.
You get like this, like almost like lens flare moment as like the whatever chemical it is, a fire extinguisher sprays, goes like gushing out, and through the mist you see Ahesha. They're just like muscling shit. Like honestly, I'm pretty sure at one point she puts a fire out with her bare hands. Like something's on fire, she's like whoof, it just like smothers it.
Yeah.
And she's like pulling out burnt pieces and like trying to connect things, and like I think you kind of zoom out a little bit to Gom standing there as like copper wiring and tubing is just going flying. That's Gom. And there's probably a steady, I don't know. You might hear her say one curse word under her breath. She's a pretty cool cat. But you know when Ahesha is muttering under her breath and cursing, that shit's bad. But I think we get it under control thanks to Gom's help with the fire extinguisher.
So back to the cockpit, Zethu, you are approaching the absolute stern of the absolute end of this Star Destroyer, and in seconds, you are going to be out from under it, and the gun turrets on the Star Destroyer are going to be able to turn around and start blasting you. You glance down at your control panel, and you see the little there's sort of a symbol for the hyperdrive flashing in red, and then all of a sudden, whoop, green. Hyperdrive is green.
Get me them coordinates.
Yeah, Vel is like, okay, LS, do you have the readouts? And LS says, yeah, I'm plugging them in now. And you know, your droid is twisting her little data port around. There's you know, coordinates flashing, streaming down the screen that Vel is scanning. Okay. I got it. I can continue our jump along the original vector, but we need to get to a specific set of coordinates past the stern of the Star Destroyer, right there. I'm feeding them over to your nav computer now, and his fingers are dancing across the keyboard here, and the readout pops up in front of you. Zethu, what do you do?
Perfect. I'm gonna get us into position. I've got a couple of TIE fighters on my tail. I want to take a maneuver to either get into a spin as I come up into the stern, sort of like a helix move. I'm hoping some of the gunships either fire on their own, or I can spin so tightly that the 2 TIE fighters I've got in the back hit each other right before we punch it to get the criff out of here.
All right. Give me a roll. This is sounding like a maneuver, yes?
Yep.
Great. All right. So you have your rating in maneuver. You can push yourself or take a dark side bargain if you want. And you are, I think you're at parity with these TIE fighters, we decided, right? They're level 1, and you are level 1.
Yep. I'll push myself.
All right.
Just to give myself that 3rd dice.
Great.
No, come back. I've lost my other dice. Hang on. This is very tense. 1 6. Okay, I had a 1, a 3, and a 6.
All right. A 6 will do it. So you steel yourself, and then you pull the Longshot into a barrel spin, we get a view of Ahesha and Gom in the engine room. The whole ship sort of starts tilting, and you have to brace yourselves against the various machinery in there. We get a quick shot of Cheekra continuing to blaze away at these TIE fighters, and I think what happens is this sort of like formation of TIE fighters behind you. As the Longshot goes into a spin, blasting out from the underside of the Star Destroyer, the two of the lead TIE fighters start to come closer and closer, and Cheekra, you get a shot off, clip the whole array holding on one of those big TIE fighter wing panels, and it goes on one side goes spinning into the other one as they collapse and collide and explode behind you. And Zethu, you push it to hyperspace, the stars streak out behind you, and boom, the Longshot is out of there. We get
lies down in the engine room.
we get a quick shot of the Star Destroyer bridge with that captain, the red-haired woman, sort of looking out of the viewport as the Longshot whoops away to hyperspace, and she says, "Damn! Well, they got away this time, but not for long. Specialist, get me a trajectory on that ship. I want to know where they're going. I want that vessel." And with that, we're back to the Longshot, whooping through the swirling blue tunnel of hyperspace, and you can all take a breather.
All right, I need a damage report stat. I think like Zethu's getting up from like the pilot's seat and is like gonna book it down to sort of the engine corridor.
Yeah. And Ahesha will call out to the kid. "Kid, get in here."
On my way.
All right.
And he, Vel pops up out of his seat, and sort of scampers back towards the engine room. Zethu, the door to your engine room opens, and you see a scene of horror. The smoke is not actively pouring out of the machinery, but the air is hazy with smoke. There's scorch marks all over the equipment back here. There are, I think there's still like little bits of stuff, throwing down sparks every so often, and soot scorched. You see Dr. Gom and Ahesha here, and behind you, Vel kind of pokes his head around and looks into the engine room and says, "Wow. They really did a number on this one, huh?"
This is reminding me of that like GIF, that community GIF where everything is on fire.
Yes.
Troy comes in with the pizza and just like. Although, except this time the fire's been put out.
I can see that recently.
Yeah. All right.
What needs fixing?
All right, and then I think they're gonna. I'm assuming if they're in downtime, the first thing Ahesha is going to want to do, with hopefully some aid, is use her baling wire and mech tape special ability. If there's more than one system broken, because it allows her to repair a second system for free
during
downtime.
Well, our hull is
yeah.
down.
So I think what we'll say for that is y'all took an advancement and you got shields. You actually did fix the hyperdrive with that last roll. So hyperdrive is operational. Though, I would have it looked at at the next
Yeah.
place you pull in.
Yeah.
But
I guess she'll
you
fix
currently
the
only
hull.
have hull damage, so I think what we'll say is if that fixes 2 systems, you can actually bring the shields online, which
Sweet.
have currently been offline for some unknown period of time.
Is the warranty still good on the hyperdrive?
Well,
would you call what happened?
The ship is stolen. I don't know what the exact method for filing a warranty claim is for a stolen vessel.
As an attorney, I would argue this is not normal wear and tear that the system has experienced. So,
Your Honor, my client.
Episode 10 is just us in a civil suit against
Yeah,
the
it's-
We're
hyperdrive
gonna go to
manufacturer.
space court.
It's time to go to space court, folks.
oh my god! All right, I will
It's
not
like
play
night
the lawyer.
court, but different.
Cheekra is the attorney, not me.
Cheekra in a tiny little Star Wars suit. Objection. Did the fix?
Still,
I
It's
don't
a
like
whole
you.
new game now.
Objection.
still,
I don't like
still
you.
no pants though. Still no pants.
Hey,
just
listen,
a jacket.
we can
Yeah.
always
The jacket.
like remember when Battlestar Galactica went from being a gritty military drama to a political drama for like a quarter of a season?
I do.
If they can do it, we can do
Yeah.
it.
We can totally do it.
Cool. So,
Okay,
Ahesha,
I'm gonna roll though.
you don't need to roll. You're taking the
don't.
repair action in downtime,
Sweet.
as you are at least temporarily in a place of safety. So you get to repair a system for free, and with your
Sweet.
ability, you're gonna bring the deflector shield back online. So you're so you're kind of tooling on the ship as we're tunneling through hyperspace here. Let's get a little scene of that. What do you want to do?
Well, I think Zethu and Vel are in the engine room with Ahesha. And so, like you said, the hyperdrive is fixed, and she'll let Vel take a look at it because, of course, Ahesha, as we're figuring out, Ahesha is very much more like a duct tape and shoving things together kind of mechanic, and Vel's like an optimizer. So
Yes.
she's gonna focus on the hull and with Zethu, and I think that's gonna be a lot of like Zethu can read the reports, figure out which parts of the system are broken. Ahesha's probably gonna be like walking around manually and trying to fix panels, things that have gotten disconnected, and it's more of it has to be more of a montage because it's gonna take time to
Yeah.
go through all the various patches where the hull's been damaged. And then I also imagine that while she's in there fixing the hull, she noticed some like a ball of frayed wires, and she's like, huh. And I think she's gonna start just pick things out of her tool belt and start, poking and prodding that. And if Zethu's like, what the hell is the holdup? What's going on? I think Ahesha is just gonna be like, hold on a second here. I think I found something. And she's gonna tinker and probably give it a good old slam or two, because that's how you fix stuff
Yeah.
after the wires are reconnected. And I think there's like the hum
Whoa.
that you haven't heard in a long time. And as somebody who lives in Texas, when all of your systems go offline, it is fucking quiet. And when they come back, you're just like, electronics make a lot of damn noise. There's just that background hum around the ship, and I imagine a deflector shield is like a refrigerator level background hum just the whole time.
Yeah,
When
I
it comes
think
online.
Zethu pulls up the computers and is just like, we had a shield? Ellis, this thing had a shield?
Well, yeah. It went offline after that scrap 2 years ago. I
You
mean,
didn't
I
tell me
never.
about that.
I mentioned it at the time, but you seemed kind of busy, so you never brought it up
you.
again.
You know what? Next time I'll just bring up things I don't know about.
Well, I've just been maintaining it the whole time. I don't want to worry you. I want to make sure that you can focus on what it is that you're doing, which is usually murder. and that's
I
fine.
appreciate that so
That's fine.
much.
I'm not here to judge. I'm just the
Uh-huh.
droid.
Yep.
But, I was, I, in the background, made sure that the deflectors were up, and when they went down, I said, hey, Zethu, your deflectors went down, and you said, LS, I'm taking fire here, don't bother me. And I was like, okay, I'll back off. She wants a space. She needs to do a thing.
I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. That's great. Next time you notice something, you just don't let me. You get in my face about it. You have my permission. About the
Okay.
ship, not about anything else.
Okay. You're the one who said it. Everybody heard it. You all heard it.
About the
And-
ship. I said it about the ship.
Yes. Cheekra's
LS
just standing
swivels her little dome, her little purple astromech dome around to everyone, and very pointedly fixes her little front camera on each of you in turn. You all heard it. I'm allowed to bother her.
We did. But hey, for now, we've got shields.
All right, I'll take that.
Cool. Does anybody else
Ahesha would
want
like
to
to take a nap.
take downtime actions?
Yeah.
Yes,
I've
Ahesha
got
would
a
like
lot
the
of stress.
resting one to take a nap because she's got stress.
Cool. So you're gonna take a nap to blow off stress. Relaxing does involve a fortune roll.
Okay. I'm just saying, because that's what I do when I'm really anxious. I just sleep.
How well do you nap? Roll for nap.
That's valid. Yeah, roll for naps.
Roll for nap.
It's a fucking mood.
No.
Okay. Cool. This
Oh, for those not watching and only listening, that's a one.
this nap goes very poorly for you.
Yeah. It's a bad nap. Everyone
I
just
think- I think you're
Is that what it is?
basically just like you walk in to the part of the crew quarters that has the bunks. You go from vertical to horizontal, and you are just dead to the world for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was gonna be one of those naps where like every 10 minutes someone comes into the room to get something. Like I was thinking like the door, like hostel, like European hostels when you're stuck in a room with 20 people and then it's just like the worst sleep you've ever had in your life. Yeah. But that also works. Heard me
Yeah.
guess the world is funny enough.
You're out. Well, because you never don't clear the stress. So
Okay.
you can clear that stress. But like somebody I think is gonna have to roll later on to wake Ahesha up. Cool. Anybody else? Any downtime actions that we want to take care of?
Oh
Gee.
boy.
Cheekra's gonna engage in some religious activities.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have to roll for that?
I mean, do you have stress to clear? Did you take
I
stress
do,
earlier?
I do.
Okay, cool.
I have 2 stress.
Yeah, so give me a roll. And I think did we determine that was this with a tune?
Well, it was that one time. Is a tune? Do I use a tune for getting super baked on Ewok space weed?
I mean, I feel like
I
you
love it.
might. Yeah.
I love it. I love it so
Give
much.
me a fortune roll with your attune rating.
I don't
You
have
went
an
with the
attune
force,
rating,
little
so
Ewok.
I don't have an
Okay,
attune
so
rating.
so then it's just one.
I'm about to put a point in a tune if I keep having to get high. to roll. I think Cheekra just falls asleep in wherever is the most obnoxious, probably.
I like the idea that you fall asleep smoking in the turret.
Oh my god, I hotbox the ball turret.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think probably Vel notices that there's like smoke coming out of the turret and is like a little bit concerned, and then somebody explains.
Yeah.
Cheekra's praying.
We definitely get a shot of Vel carrying some piece of equipment that he's going to use to help with the repairs, and just sort of stops and looks up as he passes the turret entrance, and the hatch is closed, but there's just this little sort of wisp of smoke leaking out along the ceiling, and he just sort of and continues. All right, Chica, let's have a roll.
Oh, it was a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Man, okay. Everybody's having problems. I don't know. You get stuck in the turret.
Is that the subtitle for our entire show?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Cheekra, when you're done with this, you discover that the hatch is sealed and you can't get it open from your side.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The ship's taking us all hostage?
Like you just hear tiny little paws, like kind of half-heartedly, just kind of like Cheekra's literally upside down in the turret, just kind of like like pounding on the hatch with one furry little fist.
Who finds Cheekra?
I think Gom might find him while walking around looking for a broom because he wants to go clean up the engine room a little bit, but he can't find his broom and he is afraid to ask Zethu right now because he assumes she's mad at him.
Why would you think that?
Grins with filed teeth.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, so
I
Gom,
think while he's looking for a broom, he's like, "What the hell is that? Oh my god, is the turret on fire too?"
And you just hear like the occasional like banging on the turret hatch.
Dunk.
Yeah, then I think he'll eventually like figure out where it's coming from and go release the hatch.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cheekra totally falls.
Cheekra like tumbles out in a billowing cloud of smoke, like into your arms.
Whoa, nice.
Hello there. You are
Hey, do you
very
know
upside down.
Yeah, you too. Do you know where the broom is?
No.
Bold of you to assume there's a broom.
Hmm.
What is a broom?
There's a broom in the kitchen. There's a lot of baking that happens.
It's probably a mop.
Yeah.
Think about it. You got it's probably well, let's talk about the highly fine specifics of cleaning in space. It's
I just
probably
gotta be
like
honest.
a Swiffer, right?
It's really bold of you to assume that Zethu would keep those types of things on her ship.
Oh, I'm pretty sure this is like an Ahesha or Cheekra acquisition because Ahesha, all of the baking good supplies she's brought on over time, like the ship didn't come equipped with a KitchenAid.
You definitely, if there
valid.
were any cleaning supplies, Ahesha, you definitely are responsible for them. You brought them. They did not exist before.
Yeah.
Cheekra's very comfortable with a natural patina of debris everywhere.
Sure, yeah. So I think Gom will place Cheekra down right side up, go find a broom, sweep up the best he can in the engine room, and then as an actual action, he'll rest to clear stress.
Cool. So, Gom, what are you doing to relax, chill out?
I think he's just gonna just sit down and just stare at a wall and just sober up. Honestly, I think he's just gonna space out for like an hour.
Cool.
As he slowly processes, is like, wow, that was dumb. I could have killed everybody.
And I too disassociate to clear stress.
Too real. This is a fantasy.
All right. Let's get a roll for that.
Sure.
Just I think we're just rolling one as a fortune roll.
Sure. That makes sense.
And I am going to get up for a moment and turn off my radiator, which I don't know if y'all can hear.
That's what that hissing noise is.
He's getting very loud.
I thought I was a crazy person.
No, it is
thought it
not.
was
This is
my
the
shield.
no,
It's
that's
real.
the shield.
It's the shields.
Well, I rolled a 6. Too bad it is now instead of earlier, but we'll take it.
I think
Hey,
you're
you
the
got
only
one good
person-
roll.
At least you didn't get locked in a part of the ship and got taken hostage.
Yeah, well,
Well, strictly speaking, they were okay with that. Cheekra's just hotboxing it up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Trapped in the
So,
hot box and I can't get out.
I think given the success, Gom, who finds you just sort of staring at the wall, and is able to give you some words of wisdom or encouragement or otherwise talk to you in a way where, you're not like, you're okay with what happened and you're not too in your head about it, and you realize that you can give another shot.
I think not Zethu. Yeah, I guess maybe Cheekra. Yeah, I think Cheekra would.
Cheekra eventually kind of stands up and kind of does a half-assed grooming thing with their little claws and through their fur, just kind of begins toddling down the corridor, kind of I think they're trying to get to the kitchen to raid the whatever pastries or that Ahesha has most recently baked, but ends up going in the complete wrong ass direction. And just, doctor, are you? And then just very pokes a claw into the side of your head.
Whoa, what? Oh,
What are you doing?
Sitting.
What? You are... I do not understand. You are sitting in the hall looking at the wall. Is there something wrong with the wall?
No, I think the wall's fine. No, just I don't, I just don't know what I was thinking when I'm not a mechanic. I'm a medical person. I'm a doctor, damn it. I don't know what I was doing. For some reason, I thought the hyperdrive looked like a heart. And for some reason, I thought a wrench would fix it. And it did for maybe a half a second. And then everything got caught on fire. And I just feel bad about that, which I think I should.
You tried. There is no shame in trying.
Yeah, well.
And you're not dead. This is a great success.
You know what? Cheekra, you're right. Everything was fine. Just scary for a minute. Thanks, bud.
Is that not how life is?
Usually. Well, we haven't died yet. And we're not going to.
Exactly. Now, I'm gonna go get cookies. Come. And Cheekra's gonna grab and kind of haul. Again, weirdly strong. Ewoks are canonically about as strong as people, despite their size. So
Cheekra
basically begins dragging you down the hall
to his feet, but also you have to sort of part of it is there's a hall, but then there's definitely a throw up for the rest of the height.
Jacked little fucking murder teddy bear. Come, and begins dragging you down the hallway into the direction of what is not the kitchen.
Cheekra, I think the kitchen's...
Yeah, I know that. Turns around and goes back towards the kitchen.
And Zethu.
Yeah.
Any downtime actions you want to take here?
I think Zethu makes her way back up to the cockpit and just sort of falls into her pilot's chair with a big sigh and pulls out a hip flask and just takes one massive swig. Is Vel back in the cockpit, or did he go back to the engine room, do you think?
I think Vel's just been sort of walking back and forth around the ship, trying to fix little bits of things that got dislodged during the battle.
Yeah. This is definitely
if you would like Vel to be here, Vel can walk in.
Well, if he does, she's just gonna very quickly almost spit take and screw the flask back on and shove it back into one of the pouches on her belts.
Yeah.
And the drink was definitely for clearing the stress.
Mm-hmm. Give me a roll. Give me a fortune roll.
It's a 1.
A 1. Okay.
I
Cool.
need to start rolling better.
Well, I know exactly what's going to happen with that. So,
oh, no.
Vel Vel comes in, and he's like, well, it's a good thing Ahesha brought that deflector dish back online. I was actually able to tune it a little bit. If you modulate the frequencies back and forth on sort of a cross sine wavelength, they actually can increase efficiency a substantial amount. And I think that's really going to help us next time we're in a scrap or whatever.
Zethu leans over and just like punches that into her panel to set that up, and then closes it. Good to know, kid. Not bad.
Zethu, thanks.
For what?
Well, I know you didn't want me here, and I know that you don't want me on your ship, but when we got into trouble and when the Imperials showed up, if they'd gotten the ship, I'd be in real trouble. And you didn't even hesitate. You just did it, and you got me away from them. Like before. And I wasn't sure if you were going to do it. But you did. You saved me again.
Kid, no one takes my ship.
Yeah, your ship. Right. It's about your ship.
Yep. There's like a heavy pause as she's like drumming her hands on her control panel. She goes, you did good back there. Kept your head, calculated our flight path out. I mean that's good. That's the kind of stuff you can't really teach in your fancy academy. You're born with that, or you're not. Yeah, you're a survivor, kid.
I don't know. Try my best.
That's all anyone's doing in this damn galaxy.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot.
What?
You gotta stop. Stop the...
What?
Drop out of hyperspace.
Okay,
Drop out of
I
hyperspace.
I hit the button. It's like a very sudden, like...
Yeah, and, whoo boy, you're gonna need to make a roll now.
Oh my god. What am I rolling?
I think this is probably maneuver. So
Okay.
what you need to do here is you need to, Vel got a little distracted, and he was supposed to tell you when to drop out of hyperspace at the end of this vector before you hit anything, which is what he did before, but the thing that you were going to hit was the Star Destroyer.
Yep.
So you're going to have to pull some fancy piloting to not be in some sort of serious gravity situation.
Am I about to spend more stress after I
hyperspace.
just cleared?
Well,
Probably.
it's a brand new day.
Isn't that just the title of your biography?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's life, isn't it? All
So,
we do
yeah,
is wake up, we clear the stress, we spend more stress. So, yes, I am going to push myself
Cool.
to get that third for maneuver.
All right. Let's see how it goes.
Ooh, not good. Come on with a better one. Oh, a 1, a 2, and a 6.
All right, that six is gonna do it.
Jesus.
Zethu, you pull out of hyperspace, and as the stars streak back to normal, you see in front of you, huge. Suddenly, you are over a planet, and if you had dropped out of hyperspace seconds later, you could very well have been in the atmosphere of that planet or just in the planet. And Vel is like, sorry. I was trying to keep an eye on it. I had a clock. I had a mental clock going, and it ticked off, and I didn't tell you because I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Let's just not tell the others that we almost blew ourselves up along with this planet.
Yeah,
Where am
okay.
I? Where are we?
Lips are sealed.
Yep.
Yes, where are we? And Cheekra just shows up
Ah!
at your elbow. Where are we?
How long have you been there?
A little bit. Time. I'm not so good at time.
I take a look at the
So-
screens.
Yeah, if you check your navigational computer, you will see that you are now in orbit over Corellia. You see below you
We
this...
almost blew up Corellia.
It's fine. No big deal. You see below you this blue and green planet with lots of lights twinkling on the dark side of the planet, cities and settlements. And in orbit, there are these, huge orbital platforms, shipyards, and there is a lot of traffic here, a lot of ships going in and out of the planet along the space lanes here in orbit around the planet. This is a busy system, and you are able to just pull into orbit here. What do you do?
First, I get on the comms and I say, well, looks like we're currently in orbit around Corellia.
You'll hear Gom yell from across the way across the ship. What? As he'll run over to the cockpit.
It's gonna get crowded in here. Yeah. So these are the final coordinates we got.
Well, there's a lot of traffic here. It's hard to tell. There's definitely ion trail signatures that match the class of the cruiser that the pirates were running. But as soon as we get anywhere near the planet, it's completely lost. There's dozens, hundreds of trails around here.
I think on the off chance that that they haven't just sort of slingshotted their way around Corellia, Zethu is gonna close her eyes momentarily and take a breath from all of that. And on the exhale, just once again, just sort of stretch out her consciousness.
Cool. Let's get a roll to attune. So
Try against anything?
you are trying to sense the presence of Tarsi. Is
Yeah.
that correct? Cool. So start
On
with
the
your
off
regular
chance they're
pool.
still here.
Yeah, start with your pool for attune. You of course can push yourself or take a devil's bargain if you want.
The last time I did that ended really well.
Yeah. And you are Tarsi is level 2. You are level 1. So you can't take an additional die for that, but you will lose one at the end of your pool.
Well, I'd be rolling with 1. I'd be interested in hearing what the dark side has to say. It doesn't mean anything.
All right. What is an interesting dark side bargain for this? So you're trying to find Tarsi. I mean, I think if you are able to, let's say if you are able to sense her, she is going to be somewhere that will make trouble for the crew. I hesitate to be more specific than that.
Yeah, that is very frightening. I'm gonna...
She will be located somewhere that at least one member of the crew, if not more, will not like.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna I just take the chance on the 1 die.
All right. Let's see how it goes then.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Oh god. I'm one with the force. 6!
6. All right. Cool. So Zethu,
You just gotta say that now before we roll. Obviously.
Yeah. You close your eyes. You sort of start to connect to what you thought of for such a long time as your intuition, which you are now starting to understand is something more. And you reach out, and you're sort of saying to yourself, you're guessing. It feels like if you were to just sort of calm your mind and take a really good guess about where this person might be, this is what would come to you. And you get this hunch, this sort of feeling like, okay, she's on Corellia. She's on the planet. I know it.
She's not in orbit. They've landed. I got a good feeling about this.
Zethu, sweetie, are you sure about that? I mean, how did they... Like the kid was saying, there's all kinds of traffic around here. They could have gone anywhere. I mean, it seemed like their destination was Corellia based on the vectors, but...
Big planet, I can't be any more specific than that, but I know they're on the planet. She's like looking up at Cheekra and Gom and Fel, like, I know they're on the planet.
Okay, if you're sure.
Zethu is going to start taking them in.
Cheekra raises one fuzzy little paw. How exactly do you know this?
I got good instincts, and let's just say lately they've been really good. Better than usual.
It's true, my Zethu does have good instincts.
Thanks, Mom.
Cheekra shrugs and just jams more cookie into their face. This is not a character that's going to question that.
I think Gom will speak up. Hey, hi, Gom here.
You're like standing right there.
Yeah, the whole time. Hey, I technically am not allowed on Corellia for legal reasons. I don't have a problem taking a risk with the crew. Well, I do, but I'll do it anyway. You got any fake mustaches or something around board? Because I'm lost for ideas here. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll do you one better. Zethu leans down as she's like pushing the ship forward to get into the line of traffic to land, and pulls out like an old, like fighter pilot helmet. Slap that on.
All right.
You might want to like dust it off first.
Sure. Right. I found the broom, so I'll go
There's a
clean this
broom?
up. It was in the kitchen. I don't know why.
We have a broom? She's like looking over at Ellis.
Yeah. Ellis like pops her head up in sort of a shrug, like,
I'm just learning all kinds of new things today, apparently.
Mysteries of this ship are vast.
And,
Hey, Zach,
and
you'll
Gom,
be fine.
you put the helmet on, you flip the tinted visor down.
Looking good. All right.
I
It is
actually
dusty,
have that
though.
as part
He's
of
gonna-
my like loadout, so I just took apart basically the one of the suits that I have.
Yeah,
I
that's valid.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I will ask you to check that off.
Check it off for my loadout, or just
Yes.
so like I have it in my gear.
Yeah.
Should
So
I
check it off for
should I-
something that you have used?
Oh, I see. So it won't count against me in my gear when I go down there, will it?
I mean, do we want to pop? Does it make more sense to pop that over to Gom?
I
makes
think
more
I was
sense,
thinking
yeah.
I should probably take
Okay,
it.
here's how we'll do it. Zethu, check off the item.
Yes.
Gom, check
checked.
off the gear slot.
Got
Sure.
it.
Okay.
Is
That
cool?
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
It is
Yep.
checked.
Cool.
Oh, is this a pilot specific piece of gear?
I have like a little suit. So I'm assuming that comes with, it's like to do like walking outside. So I'm
Oh,
assuming
EVA.
it's got a little thingy on it. Like a little helmet.
Yeah, I'm imagining some variation on like an X-wing pilot's
Yeah,
helmet
so
here.
basically I'm not going to be able to utilize the suit at all right now. So
Yes.
it's marked off.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
All right. So Zethu, as you sort of get into the entry lane to the queue to land, you hear a voice come up on your comm. Lancer class freighter. This is Corellia Orbital Control coming in. Can I have your designation, please?
Yep. 1 second. I roll through all of the different designation codes, as I'm sure I have for various places that I might need to land. You can let me know what kind of roll that might be as I punch those numbers in.
Yeah, sure. I think we might need to combine this into some other roles because how do you verbally respond?
Oh, it's like going through it's like a Rolodex of numbers that I've got. I mean I'm gonna be like saying them.
Is it a literal Rolodex?
I mean it's on my computer, but
I can
Do you?
just run.
My question is: do you announce the name of the ship, or do you come up with a fake name for the ship?
oh, fake name.
What's the fake name that you come up
Damn
with?
it.
Ha
I should have thought of that.
Nailed ya!
You got me. Eventually, I knew you would. Does chat have an idea for a fake name
Oh
that
yeah,
I can use?
Chat. What do we got? What's the fake name?
And
for
we're
the
on a
long
delay,
shot?
so we're gonna wait.
The
But I
bootleg.
want to know. I have-
Is it weird? I
I have a
immediately thought of
funny
the
idea.
unicorn from Tintin.
Very funny.
I
I have
like
like
that.
shortstop.
Stop! Shortstop! If chat doesn't come up with something better, that's amazing.
All right.
That's my
yeah.
holdout.
Chat. Do we have approval on shortstop? Do we like shortstop?
That's a good
Oh.
one. That's a good one.
That's a good.
I like that a lot.
I'm just being stupid now.
I'm drinking a
Export?
beer called Export.
The export's pretty good, Chris.
Export.
Get
All
out of
right.
here.
We have export.
Shortstop?
We have one endorsement
You're,
for shortstop.
We're
We have
gonna get a
Gup Gup.
freighter.
Absolutely not. I will not do the voice.
No.
Things are not that desperate yet. There's rolling for there's desperate rolls and then there's gunning it. It's like one level below.
Yeah. All right, Zethu, what do you tell them?
Let's do shortstop. If we
Okay,
got the endorsement. Chris,
Great.
we will absolutely use the export at another place and another time.
definitely. Cool. So, you hear the voice. All right, shortstop. Please hold while we read your transponder codes, and while we do that, if you could just transmit IDs for everyone on board over, so we can run those through customs. Thanks so much.
It's like,
Oh, Zethu has been a long-time member of the Bounty Hunters Guild. You don't think she's got a whole like bevy of fake IDs just ready to go for just this such occasion?
Dom doesn't know that.
Technically, we're using the smuggler ship, right?
Yeah, but it is my ship.
You are using the bounty hunter ship.
Oh, we're using
As
the bounty.
as
So
you
we are
bounty
technically
hunters.
a gunship, not a freighter. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was just curious as to whether or not we had fake compartments to stash. Highly wanted like children that are.
That's something that you could add as ship gear on a,
Or also,
on a
is
level
this-
up later.
Is this a? Oh,
It's not our
fuck.
ship pet.
Is this a New Republic planet?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
Australia is
fuck
controlled
you!
by the
I'm
New
not
Republic.
I'm not a pet.
not you. I
Oh.
was talking about our kid.
Oh.
I don't know which one is worse, to be honest.
Neither of those are good. But also,
The
what-
delayed reaction was particularly nice. Yeah, I punched in the fake IDs.
Cool. All right. I want everybody to come up with a fake name.
Oh no.
Yes.
Everybody has to come
old
up.
Ones.
Everybody has to come up with your fake characters that you are.
Actually, Ahesha's asleep. Zethu has to come
Yeah,
up with
Ahesha,
her.
except for Ahesha, who, well,
Where is
Puja,
Ahesha?
you have to come up with one, but
Damn
Ahesha will learn of this. Will learn that she has been assigned a new name when she's awake.
I have our old names from the party.
Oh my god. Wait, I don't think
not.
I don't
I
think I
didn't
had
get
a
us
name.
IDs for that, so you're gonna be.
I know,
It's
but
like
I'm
it's
just
like
like-
the IDs that I had on hand.
Yeah.
For ideas, my name was Zamna Kazi, Zethu was Crystal, Caden was Evan Chrisworth, Gom was Belarin, and Cheekra was Ratkin.
We can go with
Yeah.
those again.
I just ended up pretending to be a fucking pet the whole time.
Yes, you did.
Zethu.
Let me generate a name. I'll be there in a second.
I got one.
Oh, I'm gonna be super lazy.
Okay, hold on. I gotta make sure I can write this down. Fake names.
There is a Star Wars name generator.
I'm in a Chigruta name generator right now.
Is that on Fantasy Name Generator? Because it's the greatest.
Fantasy name. Who?
Literally, I wish I could show you my
There's
other
literally
tab right now.
Arcanian names listed
Fantasy
on there.
name
It's
generator
incredible.
where all your names come true. Got a name for you.
It's crazy. They have both.
Griffin, don't sue us. We love you.
He's too busy fixing his ceiling. Cool. All right. We got names. Somebody hit me with a name.
Pax.
Pax, great.
Pax.
Ocarna Bossy.
Nice.
Ocarna?
Yeah, Ocarna.
Great.
Grud Tease.
That is a Star Wars name.
What humans are these, Grud?
Corellians. Come on.
Grud Tease.
Thank you, fantasynamegenerator.com.
Amazing. Was it a
It's-
Corellian name?
You bet it was.
Amazing.
All right, Zethu, what name do you send?
Dahlia Ven.
Dahlia Ven. Cool. All right.
Can we say that I'm again, to touch on one of the darker and more fucked up parts of Star Wars that's still fucking canon, I am a licensed therapy Ewok.
Yep.
Yeah, that's valid.
I'm looking at you, whoever wrote that.
All right.
We're people.
I changed my
So
We're people.
So let's get a roll to
Jesus Christ.
to see how this deception goes.
What is this role? There is no deception option.
I mean, I think
flies.
you're probably trying to persuade
I really got to put something in persuade,
this,
don't I?
Yeah, you're
Somebody
probably trying to
has to-
persuade
somebody
this
should.
official.
I have a
God,
dot in persuade.
I have 2 in persuade.
Oh, Gom!
Doctor lies.
Well, I don't.
Well, he hasn't convinced this whole time that he's a doctor.
Yeah. Okay, Gom, do you want to roll this one?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing here? Do you like get on the comm?
Speaking Corellian.
Oh, gee. Yeah, sure. I'll get on the comm.
Yeah, you have the Corellian accent, so I'm gonna let you put the IDs through.
Yeah, I'll do the the classic the accent, Corellian accent. Everybody knows exactly what that is.
I mean, I feel like you're
It's just
probably
Harrison
doing
Ford.
it right now.
Yeah. Hey, just I've been back on planet for a while. Going to go visit the parents. How have things been? I haven't been back in like 5 years now. Just trying to distract.
Yeah, shortstop. We just need those IDs transmitted over. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Patching them over now.
All right,
and
gonna
I'd
run
like-
these through the system. Get back to you in a moment. And let's have a roll. So you're starting with your persuade.
Sure.
Zethu, because you were rolling through your ship codes Rolodex, you can pay a stress.
Yeah, I would
to
like to help. I would definitely say that. That's what's happening.
assist. Okay, so you have 1 extra die to assist from Zethu. You
Cool,
can push
cool,
yourself
cool.
or take Devil's Bargain, as always.
Listen to what the dark side has to say, Doctor.
What does the dark side have to say?
There we go.
Okay. Here's my dark side bargain for you.
Okay.
These credentials will go through okay for right now, but you have accidentally transmitted the name of somebody else who is suspicious for completely different reasons.
Oh no.
And as it works its way through the system, it will get flagged by the Corellian planetary security at some point. Not right this second.
That is really funny.
It's hysterical.
But not having that happen also sounds appealing. I think I'll just take the stress on that one.
Okay, great. So you can take 2 stress, push yourself.
The stress,
I like that.
yeah.
Not having that happen also sounds good.
Cool.
Any setback on dice, David?
No setbacks here. No level disparities. Nobody has any harm, and your situation's not desperate.
Thank goodness. Okay.
I'm
Okay,
giving
there's
you
a
an
6.
extra dice, too.
There's a 6 in there, and I'm not looking at the other dice.
All right.
They were really low.
Cool. So a 6 is gonna work. So with that, you hear. All right. Short stop. Looks like all your credentials check out. Welcome, Captain Ven, to Corellia. If you just get in the queue here, we'll have you down to the surface in about an hour. Thanks so much, and enjoy your stay. And with that, we see the Longshot in the queue of ships lining up to swoop down to Corellia. I think we do maybe a little bit of a time jump, and we see the Longshot coming down, breaking through the atmosphere over Coronet City, the capital of Corellia. We see this coastal city of tall, angular skyscrapers and neon-lit streets with this huge spaceport jutting out from the coastline, and we watch the Longshot swoop down towards the spaceport. And that's where we're going to break. So, when we come back, we will have landed on Corellia in search of these pirates, and we will see if you can locate them here and what the results of that will be. So, the situation is as follows. The crew of the Longshot has just narrowly escaped a run-in with an Imperial remnant Star Destroyer on your way to find some pirates who attacked Cheekra's home of Geode. You were able to kinda jury-rig a trail to their location through hyperspace trajectories, which led you straight to the inner world planet Corellia. You managed to transmit some fake credentials over to Corellia Orbital Control, and those suckers bought it hook, line, and sinker. So, we rejoined the crew, landed at Corellia, at the spaceport of Corellia's capital city, Coronet City. We see the Longshot parked on the tarmac at Coronet Spaceport. This is a big spaceport complex that sort of juts out into the water from the coastline of Coronet City, with these sort of long, low, very sort of angular, brutalist terminal buildings and lots of berths on this open air tarmac. And of course, we also see a couple of towers control towers jutting up here and there, and there's plenty of space traffic coming and going. We see ships, big and small, landing, taking off, engaged in the hustle and bustle of trade here in the Inner Rim. The Longshot is, of course, a saucer-shaped medium freighter with a couple of long cylindrical engines on either side. And we see it pretty well dwarfed by one of these Coronet Spaceport terminals that you've come to rest in a berth on the side of. So, what do you do?
First thing, I think Zethu goes down to the crew quarters and like bangs on the door. Ahesha? You good?
Give me a roll. Give me a roll to wake up.
Is this a fortune
Ahesha.
roll?
I think.
I think just sound will do it when coming to a really hard stop from hyperdrive didn't. I feel like you might have to like get in there and like.
Yeah, this might involve some. I think this is command. You're commanding her
I'm
to
good
wake
at that,
up.
actually. Yeah. Nope, that's a 2.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say you do it, but there's a consequence. So
What on earth could that be?
so Ahesha, you are just going to wake up totally bleary. You were like you'd gotten into like the good REM sleep, and you're awoken in the middle of it, and I'm gonna give you a level of harm. So you are groggy. You're out of it. You're probably a little grumpy about the situation, as you just come to with this banging on the metal door of the crew berth.
Almost exactly what
What?
happened to me when I took a nap last.
What?
We've all been there.
Okay. We landed.
What?
We're on Corellia. Are you like, what is going on? Like, are you cognizant? What's up?
Oh, I don't know. I'm coming.
Yeah, we're probably gonna disembark soon. So, get your stuff together.
Shit. Where are we?
Corellia, I just said this.
Great. Okay.
Do you need me to come in there?
Oh,
All right. I'm gonna like walk away, just like apparently she's coming.
Yeah, and the crew
putting my
berth door
sleepy face. There
like
we go.
shoops open, and we see Ahesha just sort of like slumped in the doorway. You're like you're there. You're fine. You're up. You're up. You're up. You're up.
Yep.
It's fine. You're up.
Anybody have coffee?
Space coffee?
Yeah.
No, I got blue
It's okay.
milk in the fridge though.
Fine. I need guns. Guns? Do I need?
Cheekra hands her a mug of this weird light greenish stuff.
Yeah, as you
Throws it
sort of
back.
stumble into the main crew area, you get a mysterious mug of something from Cheekra, and I think everybody is gathered here, including Vel and R4LS.
Cheekra, did you drug me?
Just now? No. I mean, it is drugs, but
No, earlier. I don't think I. Well, I don't know what day it is.
no. I tell
Fire?
people, I do not drug people. I give people religious guidance
Yeah, I don't know.
with consent.
It's weird.
I think Gom will do like take out a little flashlight and like check your pupils. I think you're just sleepy.
Okay.
You look
She'll
sober.
Go to the kitchen, turn on the cold water, and stick her head under it.
Yeah, okay. Outside of that, everyone get your stuff together.
Yeah.
Look, I know that they're on the planet. That's about as far as I can get us. We're probably gonna have to like ask around, get our bases, figure out our heading.
Vel, of course, pipes up. I can go too, right?
Yeah, that was gonna be in the next on my list, kid. I was gonna say stay with the ship, but something in me says that if I do that,
Oh.
I'm gonna turn around, and you're somehow gonna be behind me.
No, if you need me to stay on the ship, I'll stay on the ship. But I could
Kid.
be really helpful, probably.
Kid, I hand him. I'm just gonna like pass around stuff that I've got in my gear, aren't I? I toss him a data pad. Look,
What am I supposed to do with this?
And I'll give him a comm unit too. So,
like it.
hello.
I could keep you on the ship, but seeing as technically you're still my bounty, it'd be better if I had eyes on you. We don't need anybody else stealing our cut, right?
Yeah, but
Right.
also, Vel, if you're on the ship with LS, you can keep us notified if you spot anything on our systems, and keep things ready to go. So if we have to make a hasty retreat, we can get out of here fast.
Oh, all right. I'll keep the engines hot.
Yeah,
And he
that one.
winks.
Yeah, but you call us if you see anything suspicious coming towards the ship, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or on the landing on the planet, or if you catch any weird overhear any weird conversations.
If there's anything weird, I promise I will call you immediately. Unless I can't for some reason. But I can't think of any reason that I wouldn't be able to, because I'm just gonna stay on the ship.
Yeah.
LS, lock the door.
I'll just tune the inertial dampeners or something.
Kid, there's extra blasters under my seat in the cockpit. You know how to fire one of those, right? Take the safety off first.
No?
Figure it out.
Okay.
Do not blast holes in my ship. Only if you see somebody trying to break in.
Okay.
Yep.
Just to be clear, you should shoot them, not the ship.
Okay.
We did such a good job parenting.
Like
It's
I said,
easier after the first kill.
I'm gonna tune the inertial dampeners. And he sort of like slinks off back towards the engine room. R4LS is like, Zethu,
But
you want that child to pick up a blaster and shoot someone?
I've been shooting blasters since I was about 13. Hello.
I was like, how did you just get
happened?
lens flare?
I got a little enthusiastic.
I was thinking we had like some extreme lighting going on.
No, it's very dramatic. Yeah, but you had to do that. You can't just force it on a little kid like that. And he's
Hey.
younger than you were.
Listen, if I had been in the same situation, I'd have to do that too, so. But yeah, you make sure that he doesn't have to. Right?
Yes, I will. If someone comes on the ship, I'll shoot them.
I like that. Don't let anybody take our bounty.
Is he your bounty still, Zethu?
Yep, let's go. Everybody move out.
And
LS, there are band-aids in the
R4LS
medical.
shakes her dome. All right, so you leave the ship, and you go down the ramp, and I think there are some sort of large, blast door style doors that lead into this terminal. You are able to go in, up some steps, and you're in sort of the main concourse of this terminal at the spaceport. You can see if you look down the concourse, on one side it's just sort of archway after archway after archway leading out to the tarmac, to the various berths. And then there is this sort of large central concourse area, a pretty high area, but again, it's in this sort of angular brutalist style of corridor. And on the other side, there are periodic shops, restaurants, that sort of thing. A little ways down, there's an angular archway with some glowing neon signage over it that indicates a cantina. And with that, you have the run of the spaceport. What do you do?
All right. Ahesha, you know Tarsi best. If she was going to ground, where'd she go first?
I think you misconstrue my history with Tarsi. This isn't a Caden situation. We worked a job together, and other stuff, but not like I wasn't one of her crew. I don't know. If I had to guess, I don't know.
Was this like
can I roll for his?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you can
Roll for booty call knowledge.
Are you like Zethu's standing there being like, wait, you just had like a one night stand?
No, it was many nights, but not
Listen.
everybody talks shop. Zethu.
Hey, you don't know my past relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, if any of you could get somebody that mad at you after a one-night stand, you have
I know.
serious talent and also serious issues. But I would be legitimately impressed. Yeah, so Ahesha, give me I think a study makes the most sense because you're studying your admittedly limited knowledge of Tarsi here.
Okay.
So you're going to start with your study.
And
You
then
can
I
always
lose
push
a die
yourself.
for harm, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
You're going to
lose a die
start
for
with your
harm.
study. You can always push yourself or take a dark side bargain. You, as Tarsi is your target, you do not exceed her level. And you're going to lose a die for your harm, and you're going to lose a die because Tarsi is outlevels you by 1.
Even if I push myself, I have no dice.
Oh no!
Can I say that did you drink the tea earlier?
I did. I chugged it, in fact.
I'm gonna go ahead and say them some good drugs. But one of the effects of those is that this is probably about to hit, and there is a lot of energy associated with this.
Cool.
Can I push
right now I'm 1 die and minus 3 die.
All right. So that's
What does the dark side have to offer?
I'm gonna mark off my stress.
I'm gonna here's the dark side bargain that I will give you. You will find, or I'm sorry, Tarsi is gonna find you before you find Tarsi. That's the dark
Ooh.
side bargain.
Such an interesting bargain.
Don't.
Actually, kind of seems worth it. Honestly.
Hey, we're armed.
Yeah. Also,
Armed
she's
for
just so
bear.
obsessed with murdering me. It makes sense that
You want to?
that she's going after this harder than my bleary ass half asleep self is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna take that dark side bargain. What does
Yeah,
that do?
nice.
Okay.
Zethu, I don't know how that works.
Are we the
Uh,
equivalent of that meme of "you want to kill me so bad it makes you look stupid"?
Yeah.
Cool. So you are. So, what'd your study start out as?
My study started out as 1,
Okay.
but then I
so
had minus 1 harm,
So you
minus
have
1. Yeah.
3, right? Because you have assistance from Cheekra.
Yes.
And you are taking the dark side bargain. And then you are losing 2, so you're at 1.
I'm losing 2.
you
I thought I lost 3 because I had harm. She outlevels me, and what was the third one you said?
I don't recall the third one.
It
Okay.
equaled 0, and then I assisted.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm rolling 1 die.
And Cheekra, you take 1 stress for that.
Yep,
Assist.
I already
I-
marked it off.
I don't know how do you want to, if we can incorporate this right now, but I have ability. I guess technically need to make a roll. I could patch. The ability is called patch. I could make an operate, or I may operate on someone for them to ignore a dice penalty for the job.
You're just giving me adrenaline rush.
It's a nicotine patch. It's
Yeah,
literally
what?
a patch.
Oh, I was like, is it an epinephrine shot? Well, I'm awake now.
Yeah, okay, so, Gom, what are you doing here?
I guess maybe rewind a little when I was checking her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like, oh, you're just tired. Here, like, just slap this on your. Go put your head under some water and put this patch on your shoulder. You'll be fine.
Okay.
A good doctor.
This is
Well.
why Gom's the doctor in our ship.
This is why you're a doctor.
There's yeah.
Okay.
Wait. So what does this do again, Gom?
I believe the way it's worded, I'll need to roll to operate because it says you may operate on someone during a job to allow them to ignore dice penalty of a harm they've suffered.
Oh.
So you,
Okay.
you would still
Basically,
have
you
the
would-
harm. You would still have the harm, but it
I
for the
don't lose the
duration of the
dice.
job.
Oh.
Yeah, so if this works, you'll be able to roll a second die.
Nice. Do it.
So, I mean, the other way that we can do this is this is something that we have actually not hit this season yet. You can roll to resist consequences.
Oh.
That is always an option as well.
Okay. Well, I think I want to see if Gom can operate on me.
Cool. All right. So
Since
let's
Want to give
get
Gom a
this
chance
operate
to
roll
use abilities.
Sure.
from Gom.
Oh well.
And I don't want to get into too much of a rabbit hole, so just give me a straight operate.
Sure. 5.
Okay, cool. So that is a mixed success here. I am going to say, how's the ability worded? You can ignore
Let's
one penalty. Or is it
it says during
ongoing?
the job they can ignore the dice penalty for a harm they've suffered.
Okay.
Oh, so let's for the whole job?
It says during the job.
Okay. So I'm gonna say the mixed success here is going to be that it'll only work for this one roll. Does
Okay.
everybody feel that is
Sure.
fair?
Yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah, totally.
All right. Cool. So,
All right.
Ahesha, you have another
I
die.
rolled a 3 already. I'm going to roll another d6.
All right.
Well, that's a 2, so no. But she's finding us anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Unless you want to resist, unless you want to roll to resist consequences here.
Well, if we're just
at all.
rolling, I'll roll. What does that entail?
That's going to be a resistance roll. So,
Oh, you
It's
take
vertical, right?
you take
For
you take
that.
you take stress based off what you roll. I think, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly. You can
And
take.
then
a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
you
that's
take
right.
a lot. You can take a lot of stress if you roll bad.
It's okay. I just took a hellscape nap, so I am stress-free.
This is how
So-
Cheekra ended up with a trauma, by the way.
Insight is so resist is vertical still, right?
So resist is vertical, and I think for this, I mean, what I'm gonna say is, you're sort of thinking here, and you hear the whine of a blaster charging up, down the corridor behind you.
I think she found us, or someone did. And can I guess try to duck?
Yeah, I mean, this would be a resist. So this is gonna be a resist with prowess.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Or with
Ooh,
skirmish?
I'm really like.
Oh,
shit
prowess
today.
in general.
All right. That's a 4 and a 3.
Okay, so you're gonna take 6 stress minus the highest die result, so you take 2 stress to resist this consequence. So she's not going to immediately blast the hell out of you. You turn around to see Tarsi and a couple of tough-looking space pirate characters in the doorway of this cantina, and so we see Tarsi again. This is a Zabrak woman with orange skin and black tattoos and mohawk, and I think she's wearing like a cool long leather jacket. And she is pointing a blaster right at you. Well, well, well. Look who it is. Ahesha, darling, you didn't have to come all this way for me.
But I missed you.
Oh, that's so sweet. I missed you too, sugar. I missed you so much. I just been pining away for you, thinking about you every moment. How you left me, high and dry, out of nowhere, not a word.
Well, you
Thinking on
busy
that,
woman, too.
thinking on that is liable to make a person pretty mad.
Well, I hate to say you should get over it, but you should fucking get over it.
Oh, I plan to get over it. I plan to get over it, over your body. That's kind of my idea here.
Oh, whoa, yeah, oh, if you guys want a hotel room, that's a whole different story.
Oh
Then we
no,
don't have to,
sweetheart,
you know.
those days are long past.
Yeah, I figured.
Can I shoot her?
You can try. Yeah.
So,
Oh no.
Yes. Oh, yes.
It's gonna go
Oh, yes.
amazing or not amazing. I don't know. We'll
It's
see.
on a spaceport.
I mean,
I don't have
mean-
to. I guess the question is, can I?
You
I
can.
can't stop you.
Yes. There's nothing preventing you.
Do the other, so just a clarification on the tough pirate type guys, do they look armed?
They look extremely armed. They are both
Do they
carrying
look
heavy
like they're-
blasters.
Does this seem like this is going to end in a firefight?
If somebody starts a firefight, it's sure as hell gonna end in a firefight.
Look, I have I'm just trying to decide, like, basically this is like kind of borderline playing into the trauma, but I want to make sure that that how threatening are they being?
I mean, they are very clearly posturing to shoot Ahesha to shoot her down on this concourse outside the cantina. But it seems like Tarsi,
Is
wants
down?
to fuck around first.
Is that what that is?
She can't do it. She's given up on doing it one way, so she's got to do it the other
So
way.
all of you see that Cheekra has basically taken cover behind Ahesha and is just is literally preparing at the instant they hear a blaster shot. Oh, it's just, they're gonna pour fire down this fucking place.
yeah.
Okay.
Has Cheekra
used-
climbed up?
I think not quite. I think this is literally like Cheekra is because even if you're like where you're at, I can literally just take cover. I can take cover behind all of you. Y'all are
Yeah.
so big, weirdly tall, all of you. It's gross.
Yeah, and I mean, this is like I said, it's a concourse in a spaceport. There are columns here. There's seating areas.
Yeah, but I have I have my Ahesha.
Right. I'm saying you have a lot of options. Okay, but you're not doing anything for right now.
I'm not going to, but the instant that there is an indication of violence, Cheekra's gonna go attempt to shoot first.
Okay, so Tarsi, still pointing this blaster pistol at you, Ahesha says, "So tell me, Ahesha, darling, just what exactly were you doing on that middle of nowhere asteroid where I found you? I'm just curious."
You first. The fuck were you doing up there?
What was I doing? I was taking hold of a very valuable, otherwise unlisted smuggling base. And let me tell you what, when
So was I.
Hondo hears that I have my hands on a completely off-the-grid facility ripe for smuggling, well, he is going to be pleased as punch, let me tell you. Oh, so you were coming in to take the smuggling base?
Yeah, well, unfortunately for you, we already knew it was there and already had our presence there, so it's kind of ours.
And this little varmint you got here, and she flicks her blaster at you, Cheekra.
Shoot her.
Oh,
He don't disagree with that?
Oh no, Cheekra shoots her.
I was gonna say, you call
right,
my friend a
roll it.
varmint. I mean, I hate
A varmint. B, we just found out that she hasn't told Hondo.
Yeah.
And C,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
her.
gave that one away. Gave
That's
that
my
one
fucking
all
home.
away.
That's my
Yeah,
home. And
I know,
fuck
that's
you.
fine.
Fuck the spaceship you rode in on, and fuck all this noise. Yeah,
Exactly.
like
You don't need to justify it. I think Ahesha fully expected you to do exactly this.
Are you currently standing up, or are you still ducked down?
I stood up because she didn't shoot.
Oh yeah, right up Cheekra basically kneels, uses their stump paw to brace the heavy blaster that I am marking off right now, and just pours fire down the across it. Like I'm picturing more corridory. I guess it's a concourse, but so I'm picturing kind of a wide corridor.
You're on either side of sort of a large corridor here.
Yes, I would like to shoot her.
Yeah. Sounds like skirmish.
Sounds like skirmish.
Cool. So, give me a skirmish roll. You're starting with your skirmish rating. You are free, of course, to push yourself or take a dark side bargain.
Are they of equal level to us?
So the guys, Tarsi is level 2. Her hench bros are level 1, so they are equal. But
I would
if
like
you're
to
trying
push
to shoot
myself.
her, she out levels you.
I would like to push myself
Okay.
to use the muscle ability Unstoppable, which is you can push yourself to perform a feat of physical force that verges on superhuman or engage a small gang on that's in close combat. Never mind. Hang on. I will retcon that.
Yeah.
I just shoot her.
Okay. Cool. So you're not pushing yourself, and you don't want to bargain.
Oh, what? I would like to hear what the bargain is.
I don't have anything. I
Yeah.
just want to tempt you.
I consider me fucking tempted, David.
Okay. Here's your bargain. You can get the die, but she's got backup in that cantina.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Cool.
Cheekra is
So
confident in their abilities.
yeah. So you're skirmish, and then she exceeds you by a level, so you lose 1 die.
Okay. Can I just push myself anyways?
Oh yeah, you can always push yourself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna push myself anyways.
Great. So
To
that
get next.
cancels out. And you don't have any harm marked, right?
No, I recovered harm.
Great.
All right. That puts me at 3 total. And that'll fucking do. That's a 1, a 4, and a 6.
All right. Cool.
Well,
So,
technically it's a 4, and a 6, but
we will say, I'm going to start a clock for this fight. So you start popping off shots. I mean, I don't know. Are you just like spraying the whole
heavy
group?
blaster, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a tiny Ewok with a fucking very large gun that who has crouched behind Ahesha and is literally just shooting from between her legs, just fucking pouring automatic blaster fire down here.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna start a 6-segment clock, and we're gonna call this "Take Out Pirates." And you have filled 1 segment of that with your 1 success. So Tarsi immediately ducks and rolls to the side and back into the cantina, sort of around the side of the archway. One of her henchmen, who we'll say is like a what are the face guys with the eyes? Oh no, they're head guys.
What?
I'm gonna need way more than that to help you out there, David.
I know.
The face guys, you know, the ones with the eyes.
You're talking about the ones with the little butt faces?
Once again, going to do more than that.
Let's say it's a Rhodian. We'll say it's a Rhodian.
That was gonna be my
No,
next
I'm
guess.
thinking of some guy. They have like
You're thinking,
tentacles.
you're
Biff?
thinking,
You thinking Biff with the loop?
Maybe.
no.
There's one of them that's a
I
Jedi.
Wish I knew what you were talking about.
They
Nautilin.
swim.
Nautilin.
You're talking
green
about
guy.
That
calamari?
sounds right to me. It's not.
the green. So tentacle hair, long, big bug eyes.
Big black eyes,
Oh, like Kit
tentacle hair going back.
Yes, that is thank you. That is the one. That's the
Nautilin?
Jedi we're thinking of.
Great. So one of them is a Rhodian, one of them is a Nautilin. The Rhodian goes down, sprawls across the shiny floor of the concourse. The Nautilin henchman is able to duck behind one side of the cantina, and Tarsi is able to duck behind the other side. And of course, you hear screams from inside the cantina and glass breaking as patrons begin to panic. What do you do? Tarsi shouts around the corner, "You little teddy bear ain't too smart, Ahesha! That was a bad move! Big ruckus in a place like this? Whoo, boy howdy, Corellian security is on their way, I promise you that."
Question: Is Corellia technically part of the New Republic?
Yes.
Whoops.
Sounds as bad for you as it does for us.
Hey, when I shoot you, it's gonna be in self-defense. And she opens fire around the side and starts popping off shots. What do you do?
I shoot back. She keeps calling my friend shit.
Yep.
Can I take the opportunity to also climb onto the platform, onto our little what's the Mad Max what was the Mad Max characters? Do you know what I'm talking about? From Beyond Thunderdome? I don't know.
No, whatever. You can
Master
call it your
Blaster?
handle.
You're talking about Master Blaster.
Yeah, that's what it
I hope
is.
to help you out of these situations.
But yeah, I will also shoot.
All right. Skirmish again. So roll your skirmish. Note that you have 1 less die because Tarsi out levels you.
Mm-hmm.
You can always get another one with pushing
my
yourself
harm
or
comes
or
in.
a dark side bargain. And you have 1 less because of your harm. Yeah.
Yes, so that brings me to 0, so I do have to push myself to get a die. So I'm gonna push myself.
Yeah. I mean, you can always roll 2 and take the lower if you're at 0.
I've been rolling like shit today, so I'm just gonna push myself.
Okay. Cool. So pushing yourself, you get another die, and that's it. Roll it.
5.
Okay, 5. Mixed success. So I think you are going to deal harm and take harm.
Okay.
So and that will fill a segment here. So what does this look like? Cheekra has just sort of like sprayed the cantina entrance. You have the one Rhodian sprawled across. Cheekra, I think you run up, leap with one paw. You like sling your blaster over your shoulder so you have the one paw free. You grab onto your little hold on Ahesha's armor, pop over the shoulder. As Ahesha, you are firing off blaster bolts, and I think you see one of them clip Tarsi's cool jacket.
Yeah, and so when Cheekra lands, Ahesha will go kind of diagonally to find cover, but shoot as she runs. So I think that's probably what's happening. And she's got her blaster. She's got 2 blaster pistols out, and she's because Cheekra is raining hellfire, and Ahesha's doing more like particular shots. I think there's more aim, but also because they're moving, I think she takes a hit too, but ends up behind. Well, her and Cheekra, if Cheekra wants it, at least Ahesha is behind the pillar, and then Cheekra, it's up to them if they want to do the lead out.
Oh yeah. So like I'm picturing the way is we've got the little stump paw and it's jammed up and into this hold so that basically I can use Cheekra can use Ahesha as a tripod for this
you've got it slung over her shoulder as you're perched on the back.
Yeah. So you just see a teddy bear and a big old gun.
Yeah, and Ahesha,
you
you
go
shooting off your shots with Cheekra on your back, and you manage to duck behind, let's say, a bench, one of those sort of airport style benches with like the 3 individual seats, and blaster bolts go pinging off it, but you've taken a hit to your shoulder. Hey, Gom, what are you doing right now?
That's a great question. I think Gom first instinct will be get to cover, preferably away from Ahesha. I think he'll shoot at. You said there's one of the henchmen went down, the other one is still up.
Yeah.
I think he'll try to take some shots at one of the henchmen.
All right. Cool.
Since he's getting less fire
on. This sounds like it's either a skirmish because you're taking shots, or it's a maneuver as you try to run for cover. What do you think?
I think I'll put the focus on the skirmish. Just narratively, I want to get in cover away from Ahesha.
Cool. All right. So you're starting with your skirmish roll. Recall that you are down 1 for Tarsi's level. Yep. And you can always push yourself or take a dark side bargain.
I will push myself and roll 1.
Cool. Let's roll it.
4.
4. Okay, so a mixed success here. I think the way the way that this goes is I think one of the henchmen is going to get a shot on you. Sorry, Ahesha, because you got shot, you do take a level of harm. It's just a nick, so you're taking 1 level 1 harm.
Yeah, I marked it.
Cool.
So I'm at 2 level 1 harms now.
Cool, Gom. So I think you rush in the opposite direction, and as you're firing, and you're able to get a shot off at the henchman, who I think like you give like a good solid hit to. He's not down. Sure. This Nautilin in, again, I think like a cool, like short leather jacket. So Tarsi is in this sort of like long, I want it to be like dark purple leather. And the Nautilin is in like a lighter sort of tan, short cropped leather jacket. So Gom, one of your blaster bolts gouges a hole in this guy's tan leather jacket. However, you have shots coming your way as well. I think we'll say you get nicked in the leg for 1 level 1 harm. Keep in mind, as this is a consequence, you can roll to resist. So if there's a consequence from a mixed success, you can roll to resist just as easily as a failure.
I think just because my skirmish is so low, I don't want to take the die penalty going forward. If this lasts a little longer, I think I'm gonna try to resist it.
Yeah, totally. So give me a resistance roll with prowess.
Another 4.
Okay, cool. So take 2 stress, and you are not hit in the leg. You
Awesome.
manage to duck behind. We'll say it's like a. I want it to be like a map of the terminal. So
You
there's
are
like
here.
sort of a big, there's this sort of like big glass thing with a projected holo map on either side that you manage to duck behind as blaster bolts just spark off it in all directions. Zethu, what are you up to right now?
This is not how she wanted this to go down. No firefights in such a big public area in an inner rim planet.
It's very public and it is very inner rim.
But we're not that far from the ship, luckily. And I think part of this is panic. Part of this is just sort of like, I think we're gonna need something dire. And she's got one hand on the blaster, but like adding more to the firefight just feels like it's just gonna add into the chaos. Especially when the one person that could stop it is right in front of her, and she is, if this was D&D, I would say that she was casting Hold Person.
Okay.
She's just gonna reach out, and I think the panic was pull the guns away, because she's done that trick before, but I think with this surge of urgency, like, we need to get back to the ship, I think, at this point, and like get the hell out of here and regroup. It sort of translates into like, I also want this person as well, as this was part of the mission, and she just reaches out, and there's probably more of a surge than she intended because she's still not trained, and she's trying to hold on to Tarsi to like bring her over
Cool.
to her. And I'm willing to hear what the dark side has to say for this.
Okay. So dark side bargain for this. I mean, I feel like it has to be you go way harder than you intend,
Ooh.
which is going to, like, certainly catch the attention of the authorities here in ways that it would not otherwise.
Man, I'm very tempted with that one. I'm very tempted. I think go harder could mean so many things. Like, I could accidentally kill her. I'm okay with that.
I mean, given where the clock is, you probably won't kill her, but, you know, if your goal is to end this firefight by, like, holding her in place and being reasonable, you will end the firefight. Like, you are on course to end the firefight way more lethally if you take this bargain. That's what I'm getting at.
Because this could affect more than just me, I have to put it to a vote again.
I just started a firefight in an inner rim planet.
Yeah.
Guess who has the vicious trauma and who's dealing with somebody who attacked their fucking home? As long as literally Cheekra does not care, as long as every single one of the pirates dies, that is the goal.
It's the untrained aspect of it that I love, because like she's not really controlling this very well. So I love the idea that it goes much harder.
Yeah.
About to
I think it
explode a lady.
narratively works too.
I'm gonna say yes.
All right.
I take the dark side bargain.
Do
You
it.
take it,
Do
you
it.
get the die.
Yeah.
Cool. And we'll say, you know, for ease of use, that is going to cancel out the level that she has on.
Yeah, so that gives me 2 dice.
Great. Roll them.
That's a 6 and a 5.
Okay. 6 will do it. Cool. All right. So that's another segment filled. Zethu, your instinct is to grab her and sort of pull her out and lift her up, but you reach out your hand and you push instead of pulling.
Oh no.
And you can see Tarsi just suddenly, like, there's this like half second of like, huh? And then boom, as though she had a line like a fishing line attached to her back, and somebody with incredible strength just tugged. She just goes flying back into the cantina, and you, I think, can hear, because the cantina is a little more dimly lit. You can't see in there like super well, but you can see her smash into something maybe behind the bar, and you just hear like glass shattering everywhere and more screams, and it is way more intense than you expected.
That's not what I meant to do. Wait.
As I think as that happens, the other pirate sort of like looks over his shoulder, curses, and is going to run back and vault the bar. Takes a second to check on Tarsi, but is like also just wildly firing out of the bar. And you can start to see the cantina illuminated by blaster fire as these bolts are flying out at all of you. What do you do?
Criff.
What's Cheekra doing?
So both the hench people are very dead, or no? Or either of them, are they dead?
The only dead one is the one that you managed to surprise at the beginning.
Okay, so the other one has not been dead. So the Rhodian's down, but the Nautilin is not.
The Nautilin is the guy who leapt over the bar and is currently like laying down a barrage of fire out of the entrance of the cantina.
I can fix that. Yeah, how hard would it be for me to get there?
Into the cantina?
Oh, behind the bar.
Behind the bar? You can run over and attempt to vault the bar. You are currently on Ahesha across the concourse. And the bar is across this wide concourse, and then through the door of the cantina, and then like maybe 2 yards in.
Yeah, I think Cheekra is going to kind of really quickly just kind of toss the sling, toss the heavy blaster over the shoulder, disengage the stump paw, and then just yeet themselves forward using Ahesha as like kind of a springboard, and run over and vault the bar, like these the plasteel blade in hand.
Great.
Ahesha will try to assist by in the yeeting.
Fastball
All right.
special. Are we doing a fastball
A yeet
special?
assist.
What's like the little moment that you have where Cheek was like, I'm gonna do this, and Ahesha's like, yes, go.
Yeah, I think if Cheekra's like, the bar, Ahesha's like, hold on. She'll just grab Cheekra and go, like shot put one arm.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Flying bear.
And you just see that moment
Drop
where
bear
like
strikes again.
Cheekra is like crouched as they're being shot put, and then like stretches out to the full length, just nobly flying forward. We get a slow-mo shot, and then pulls out a single dagger. Unfortunately, because
Wind Beneath My Wing starts playing.
Yep. All right.
Breaks my heart a little bit when they have to separate.
This, as an athletic feat, seems like a maneuver. You're maneuvering through space here. So start with your maneuver.
which is not good.
You have you're again docked 1 to start, and you can always push yourself or take a bargain.
So, question: does one person count as a small gang?
I mean, it's 2 people.
It's 2 people? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna push myself to do... Hey, I want to hear the bargain.
Okay. Bargain. What's a good bargain here? Okay, so your goal is to do the stabby stab to both of them.
Yes. Commence the stabbing.
Stab.
I mean, I feel like the bargain is, like, this is the point at which Corellian security scrambles.
Ooh. And what do I get for having that be a thing?
What do you mean, what do you get?
What's the... I get a dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a die. You cannot also push yourself, though.
I can't also push myself.
Yeah,
so
you can either push yourself, or you
can I
take
use a special
bargain.
ability and a dark side bargain, or no? Because it does require me to push myself to activate the special ability.
If the ability requires you to push yourself, you can only do the push.
Okay, I am going to push myself then to use Unstoppable.
Okay.
Circling back to my previous retcon, this is the point that it happens. I'm going to push myself to engage a small gang on equal footing in close combat.
Cool. So that cancels out the level penalty here.
Okay, and I'm rolling a maneuver, not skirmish?
You're going to roll a maneuver because you're doing this big athletic feat.
Okay, I guess. That's not very good. So that means that I don't have any points in maneuver as of our new thing.
Oh, if you don't have any, if you have none, then you're starting at, you roll 2d6, you take the lower.
Okay. I'll still do... Fuck! That's a 6 and a 5!
Ooh.
Oh!
All right, you get the 5.
I get the 5! Next success still. Fuck.
Cool. Here... All right, so you leap in. Cheekra, you're flying through the air, knife out, and you don't even vault the bar. You know, you're just already flying on the trajectory. You go right over the bar, and you plunge the knife into the Nautilin, who just goes down like a sack of bricks. And you're on top, and you look up, and here's the mixed success. You look up, and you can see over the bar, the patrons are sort of like clustered around the edges of the cantina, like trying to protect themselves along the walls, like behind, the tables, and up, perched on the back of a booth seat in the back of the cantina is Kaz.
Oh no.
And that's where we're gonna break it.
Oh, how dare. Oh no, it's 5:53. Fuck.
So, it seems that you have tracked down several missing persons of interest to you, some of whom are more hostile than others, and some of whom are now in much more danger than they otherwise would have been, thanks to your actions. So that's interesting for you.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it isn't the consequences of our action.
Interesting for me, you say. Yes, that's the words I would use. Those are the words that are running through my head.
So we will see what comes of that next time. Please join us next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on ManaPot Studios, for what will be our final episode of this flight of Longshot. In the meantime, again, if you haven't caught up on our previous episodes, head on over to youtube.com/ManaPot Studios to catch up on any you might have missed. Find out, for example, exactly who Kaz is and why they might be important and alarming to Cheekra to see here in this moment, in danger. we will be posting the first 2 episodes of this one shortly, over this second season shortly. So you'll be able to catch those up on YouTube. Once again, I have been David, your GM for this one. You can check out my game design stuff over at dbb-8.itch.io. And with that, I will throw it to our players in, reverse order, starting with Puja, to tell you what else they are up to.
Hello, I am Puja, and I have been playing Ahesha Laluar tonight. Can I say tonight now? It's 6 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
And
we're there. We made it. We got there.
Yeah. You can find me on the internet at Puja on Twitter and at Pujabrowaki on Instagram. And along with being back here next Saturday for the thrilling conclusion of Longshot, you can also find me tomorrow night on Praxagorath Esmphoria's Twitch channel playing Blue Rose. We ended up not being able to air last week because of, Snowvid. But we'll be back tomorrow, and I'm very excited about that. So find me there at 7 Central, and here next week on Saturday. So.
Awesome. Moving on over to Wesley.
Hey everyone, I've been Wesley. You can find me around most places on the internet under at Horniest Lobster. Don't have any projects to shout out right now, but have a good rest of your weekend.
Awesome. And up to Marcy.
Hey y'all, I'm Marcy. You can find me most places around the internet. Once again, Experimental Madness, or on Twitter under Marciful. I've been playing Zethu Desh tonight. Well, I can't believe we're coming up to the finale already.
This was a short one.
I know. If you are still perhaps wanting more of me and God, why would you, in your lives, you can find me back here on this channel, in addition to next Saturday, also next Sunday, and Hopper will be joining me as well, as we continue our Hole in the World, our Invisible Sun live play game. Our interlude story, The War Report, is still going on. It's a great time to hop in. You can still catch a lot of the other episodes that you may have missed under VOD on Twitch still. Catch up on those, join us, and we are going to be hopping into part 2 of our persistent ongoing campaign with our base characters very, very soon. But right now it's a really great war story, and y'all need to come join us in the surreal amazingness that is Invisible Sun. Other than that, I want to start pitching this more and more as we end our sessions. If you've been watching the show for a while, or you've been lurking for a bit, and you're really interested in maybe playing in a flight with us, you should reach out to us on our Discord. We do tons of different flights. Sometimes we do 2-parters, we do 1-shots, we do full month flights like this one. Some of them are reoccurring, many of them are not. If you've never played before even, and you want to maybe learn how to play all the different games that we play, you should reach out to us, because we want to hear what fandoms you love, and we want to play in those worlds. So feel free to get in touch.
Awesome. And finally, Hopper.
I don't think I have anything to add to that really good, excellent coverage there, but I am Hopper. I regrettably will continue to be Hopper. You can find me around the interwebs at Fail Deadly. That's with a 3 instead of an E, because I'm a bad person. And if you are interested in, TTRPG content, I occasionally pop things, sploop things out into the universe under the handle The Legend Tree. I tonight I've been playing Cheekra, the Ewok muscle, who, this is fine, everything's fine. You know what? I'll just punch some space Nazis in the throat with my stump paw. That's how we'll solve all of this. And then everything will be good, right?
Yeah, that's the solution to every problem. You got it.
But I don't particularly have any real shout outs other than you know what? Actually, if you're into the cipher system, you should check out oh crap, I forgot Marcy, help me. What's
You
the
talking about Cypher Unlimited?
Cypher Unlimited? Yeah, I had it in my brain, and then I
Third
just
time I've done that.
I know. I think my brain refuses to acknowledge. I say Cypher System, and then it overwrites what I was about to say. Cypher Unlimited, they're really awesome. They cover all sorts of things. If you like the stuff that comes out of Money Cook Games, go give them a shout or a look or a follow. All of those things, because they're dope.
Cool. Then with that, thanks to all of these fantastic players for joining me. Thanks to all of you in the chat for joining us here on ManaPot Studios for Flights of Fandom Longshot. We will see you next time, and may the Force be with you.